This is the story of Knox Léon Jolie-Pitt, and how his absolute silence became the loudest statement in Hollywood. Despite viral claims flooding the internet in the spring of 2026, the teenager never actually released a tell-all interview. Unverified videos circulated wildly in April of that year, presenting a completely false narrative where he celebrated a massive milestone without his father and supposedly secured an athletics gold medal. The turning point came when journalists examined the actual timeline, discovering these rumors instantly collapsed under basic factual scrutiny. July 12, 2008 remains his official date of birth, proving he turned 17 in 2025 and fast approached 18. What followed next was the stark realization that absolutely no public record exists of him speaking to the press. Reality offered total silence instead. And this is where things changed regarding our understanding of his extremely guarded public profile and carefully managed personal life. The true origin of this massive internet fabrication traces directly back to a genuine case of mistaken identity involving his older sister. Just as these false narratives peaked around Knox in April 2026, Zahara Jolie-Pitt stepped into the spotlight. April 28 became the day Zahara openly discussed her adoption status, publicly declaring her mother an absolute soulmate when asked about their bond. What followed next was a severe digital conflation, where mindless algorithms merged her deeply personal declarations with her younger brother's identity. Tabloids essentially attempted to force the most private member of the household into a completely fabricated media storm. The turning point came when audiences recognized a clear separation between the siblings who actively engage with the press and the one who rejects the spectacle entirely. Knox never spoke, and this is where things changed for his public standing, officially solidifying his reputation as an unshakable figure. Understanding his refusal to speak requires examining the incredibly chaotic background defining his family over the past few years. A massive $67 million legal dispute over Chateau Miraval keeps Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt locked in constant headlines. Against this intense backdrop, his siblings continually make very public statements without necessarily talking directly to reporters. Shiloh and his twin sister Vivienne both generated international news by actively dropping their father's surname from their legal identities. What followed next was intense speculation about how the youngest son would ultimately respond to this major shift in the family dynamic. The turning point came when public records confirmed he made absolutely no legal moves regarding his own name. He remains entirely neutral. And this is where things changed, separating his behavior entirely from his sisters, while he silently navigates the bitter dispute unfolding between his famous parents. Total media evasion defines his daily existence in Los Angeles, while the rest of his family navigates an endless cycle of public scrutiny. He heavily prioritizes his physical fitness through dedicated Muay Thai training and rigorous early morning solo runs through his neighborhood. Los Feliz residents frequently spot the teenager handling routine tasks like grocery shopping, completely ignoring the paparazzi trailing nearby. What followed next was a conscious decision to establish strict boundaries, choosing a quiet athletic routine over the chaotic life of a highly visible young celebrity. The turning point came when industry insiders finally realized he harbored zero interest in monetizing his family drama or capitalizing on his massive inherited fame. He always keeps his head down, and this is where things changed for the paparazzi, who quickly learned that trailing him yields absolutely nothing but standard photographs of a disciplined teenager minding his own business in California. Maintaining a strict media blackout never meant he permanently locked himself inside, but rather that he simply steps out entirely on his own terms. November 17, 2024, marked his highly anticipated return to the red carpet alongside his mother at the 15th Annual Governor's Award. 3 full years passed since his previous major appearance at the Marvel Eternals premiere back in October 2021. What followed next was an immediate media frenzy, as reporters clamored to analyze every single detail of his rare public outing in Los Angeles. The turning point came when sources close to the family explicitly confirmed he personally requested to attend the prestigious Academy event. Angelina Jolie gladly obliged. And this is where things changed regarding the public narrative, proving his isolation stems from personal preference rather than parental enforcement, allowing him to participate in Hollywood events exactly when he desires and absolutely never a single moment sooner than that. The motivation behind his mother's approach to his privacy surfaced during a major interview, published right around the time of that awards ceremony. Speaking directly to The Hollywood Reporter in late 2024, Jolie firmly declared her primary identity as a mother rather than a working artist. She explained her daily mission involves guiding her children properly and ensuring they develop into fundamentally good, well-adjusted people. What followed next was a clear demonstration of this philosophy, allowing her son to attend the gala without forcing him to answer a single red carpet question. The turning point came when the public witnessed this protective dynamic firsthand, watching the teenager navigate the flashing cameras with calm, silent confidence. They walked together quietly, and this is where things changed in the court of public opinion, validating her hands-off parenting strategy for a son who clearly prefers living entirely outside the loud machinery of the global entertainment press. Surviving the highly polarized world of the Jolie-Pitt split means even a simple mother-son outing instantly transforms into a massive battlefield. Sources aligned with Brad Pitt immediately spoke to outlets like Radar Online and The Economic Times to aggressively spin the narrative. These opposing voices characterized the Governor's Awards appearance as a highly calculated, strategic move designed specifically to push his father's buttons. What followed next was a massive wave of controversy, fueled by the fact that the red carpet walk happened merely days after a judge advanced the Miraval trial. The turning point came when the media realized the teenager himself refused to acknowledge the accusations or engage with the warring factions. He ignores the noise entirely. And this is where things changed, highlighting the deep tragedy of his situation, where merely attending a gala generates bitter accusations and drags a silent teenager directly into a multi-million-dollar legal war. Tiny, silent glimpses into his actual personality occasionally break through the deafening noise, despite his complete refusal to offer spoken statements to any reporters. Unverified tabloid reports emerged in January 2025, claiming major acting and modeling contracts rapidly flooded in for the highly sought-after teenager. What followed next was absolute inaction on his part, firmly proving he held absolutely zero desire to accept these lucrative entertainment industry offers, regardless of their overall authenticity. The turning point came in March 2025, when paparazzi photographed him aggressively running through Los Angeles wearing a casual sweater, displaying the distinct phrase, "kindness forever." Tabloids instantly branded this an incredibly sweet statement. And this is where things changed regarding his unique communication style, demonstrating his mastery of visual messaging, where wearing a specific garment perfectly acts as his only response to a demanding, deeply intrusive world. Unspoken visual rebellion safely emerged again late in the year, proving a teenager can command international attention without ever speaking into a microphone. November 2025 brought a massive physical transformation when paparazzi captured him debuting a boldly spiky, intensely hot pink hairstyle on the busy streets of Los Feliz. The striking visual aesthetic immediately commanded widespread media attention, and quickly drew direct comparisons to a very specific piece of cinematic nostalgia. What followed next was a massive wave of articles linking his vibrant hair directly to his mother's famous look from the 1998 film Playing by Heart. The turning point came when audiences recognized this quiet, stylistic nod to her legacy, executed perfectly without a single word of explanation. It was totally brilliant. And this is where things changed, cementing his permanent status as a young man who dictates his own narrative strictly through bold, personal choices rather than interviews. Fast approaching his 18th birthday in July 2026, he stands completely alone as a masterclass in personal boundaries within an endlessly chaotic Hollywood environment. As of May 2026, the Los Angeles resident strictly maintains his unbreakable silence and remains entirely outside the professional entertainment industry. He dedicates his daily existence entirely to physical fitness, personal routine, and protecting the precious privacy his parents so fiercely guarded during his earliest childhood years. What followed next was a broad realization that in an era of endlessly monetized social media, refusing to play the fame game constitutes the ultimate power move. The turning point came when the public finally accepted that the promised tell-all interview never actually existed, leaving them facing an impenetrable wall of silence. He completely won. And this is where things changed for good, proving that when the world watches your family fracture, the strongest reaction is silence.